Khloe Kardashian just told the world something she's kept quiet for a decade. On her Wonderland podcast this week, she revealed that the only time she ever went to Coachella, around 2016, she unknowingly consumed something that had been laced. She said she didn't know what was happening to her body. She said she locked herself in a bathroom because she was terrified. People were banging on the door trying to get her out and she refused. And when it was over, she decided she was never going back. 10 years later, while every Kardashian sister has been spotted at Coachella multiple times since, Kylie, Kendall, Kim, Khloe has never returned, not once, and now we know why. Here's exactly what Khloe said. She told her podcast listeners, "I've gone to Coachella once. It was many moons ago. I want to say 2016 or something like that. It wasn't the best experience." She then explained what happened. She said she was at a party connected to the festival, and she drank something without realizing it contained substances. She made it clear that she doesn't believe anyone specifically targeted her or secretly slipped something into her cup. Instead, she believes she was the only person at the party who didn't know what was in the drinks. Everyone else already knew. She was the odd one out. She said, "I got drugged without me knowing, but I think everyone knew. I don't think anyone drugged me. I just think I was the dumb one and didn't realize that everyone was on drugs." That distinction is important. She's not accusing anyone of spiking her drink on purpose. She's saying she walked into a situation where substances were openly mixed into what people were drinking, and nobody told her. She was the only person in the room who didn't have that information. And when the effects started hitting, she had no idea what was happening to her body. She described the moment it hit. She said, "I remember drinking this drink and just feeling really crazy. No one wants to feel like that and not know why they're like that." As the experience intensified, panic took over. She said she ran to a bathroom and locked the door. She refused to come out. People outside were yelling at her, trying to get her to open the door, but she couldn't. She was too scared. She said, "Everyone was yelling at me because I wouldn't get out of the bathroom, but I got scared. I was in my head. I was so scared." She only realized after the fact what had actually happened. She said, "I just didn't realize what was happening until after it happened that I was on drugs." She summed the whole thing up simply, "My experience was not good." And she's never gone back. Now here's the context that makes this story hit harder. 2016 was one of the most chaotic years of Khloe's life. She had just gone through a breakup with James Harden in February after 7 months of dating. Their relationship fell apart, partly because of the strain from Lamar Odom's hospitalization. In October 2015, Lamar had been found unconscious at a facility in Nevada after a severe episode. Khloe, who had already filed for divorce, called off the divorce proceedings to be by his side during his recovery. She spent months taking care of him. She rented him a house. She monitored his health. And then she discovered he had relapsed. She found evidence herself. She described the moment in his Netflix documentary, walking into his bedroom and finding him in the middle of a relapse. She said she hit him out of pure frustration. That's when she finally went through with the divorce, which was finalized in December 2016. So in the middle of all of that, the breakup with Harden, the Lamar crisis, the emotional exhaustion of holding someone else's life together, Khloe went to Coachella, probably just trying to have one normal night, one escape, and instead, she ended up locked in a bathroom, terrified, not understanding what was happening to her own body. That's not a party story. That's a nightmare. And it explains something fans have noticed for years, but never had an answer for. Every April, Coachella dominates celebrity culture. Kylie goes every year. Kendall is practically a fixture. Kim has shown up multiple times. Even Kourtney has been spotted there. But Khloe? Never. Not once in a decade. Fans would ask why, and she'd dodge the question or change the subject. Now we know. She wasn't avoiding Coachella because she didn't like the music or the heat or the crowds. She was avoiding it because the one time she went, she lost control of her own body without even knowing why. And that fear never left. The internet's reaction has actually been surprisingly supportive. People aren't making fun of her. They're relating. One person wrote, "This happens way more often than people realize, and nobody talks about it." Another said, "The fact that she sat in that bathroom alone and scared for hours and nobody helped her is heartbreaking." Someone else commented, "Khloe always gets the short end of everything, and this just proves it. She's a mother of 2 now. She's built a life that's deliberately quieter than her sisters." And this story, told a full decade later, on her own podcast, on her own terms, says everything about why. Subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one.